Hi Shaf, good to see you.
Hi Karen, you okay?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. I've not seen you in ages.
I know.
So, what were you doing before your apprenticeship?
So before I started this apprenticeship, I used to work in retail management. So I was actually in retail for like the last 10 years prior to coming to DWP. It was just a little part-time job whilst I was studying psychology at uni. It wasn't supposed to be a 10-year career, but it ended up being so. Just was really happy there. There was a lot of progression opportunities. So progressed into a staffing and operations supervisor and then eventually into brand manager. But the longer time was going on, the longer I knew that I was ready for just a change. And that's what brought me to do my apprenticeship with DWP. What about yourself, Karen?
So I've actually worked at DWP for 30 years next year, and I'd been around for 25 years when I decided that I wanted to do an apprenticeship. It was something that I'd always wanted to go to university when I was younger and always regretted not being able to do. And then when I saw the opportunity to do an apprenticeship, funded through work, time off through work, I thought what an absolutely fantastic opportunity. So I kind of grabbed it with both hands and did it alongside my job that I was currently doing.
So it was a little bit hard for me. I didn't really have many expectations for what an apprenticeship looks like. Because for myself, I did some A-levels at college and then I went straight into the university and I sort of took that route and I never really considered an apprenticeship. So I saw the opportunity, and for myself, I'm always wanting to self-develop and gain new skills. So I thought this is an amazing opportunity. So I didn't really know what to think. So I did kind of go in a little bit blind, but I feel like sometimes that's the best way. But it's been amazing. It's so much better than what I expected it to be. It's amazing to have your off-the-job hours where you're able to just focus on your studying. There's so much support available where if you do feel a little bit overwhelmed or you need a bit of help within your job to help you consolidate what you've learnt, there's always someone there to help. So I think it's, because I did sort of go in a little bit blind, I've been very, very pleasantly surprised at what it has actually been like. How did you find it?
So I was probably at a little bit of an advantage because having worked at DWP for so long, I know what a supportive organisation they are. So I went in knowing that I would get the support that I needed. When I was on the programme, that's how I felt. Lots of support from my line managers, lots of support from colleagues, particularly my team as well, because obviously there were periods where I was having to take time off to do my off-the-hours learning. But the support I got throughout was what I kind of realised that I would get, which is what prompted me to undertake it in the first place. If I'd have not realised that support would have been there, it's probably something I wouldn't have done. But it was really good to know that my expectations of it were what I expected all the way through. So it was great.
So the favourite part of my apprenticeship, I think, has been, I think I've had the opportunity to meet lots of amazing people. So we've been like a really nice team of 5. We've got to know each other really, really well, and we're there to support each other through the learning, which has been really nice because for me, from between university and doing the apprenticeship, there's been quite a big gap in learning something new. It might have been similar for yourself, like learning something new and going sort of back into education. So it's been amazing to have that support network of people who are going through it with you, and it's just been really good to learn a brand new skill. Like, I'm finding it so exciting, just like gaining new knowledge, because I didn't think that once I'd finished university I'd have the opportunity to do something like that again. So I think that's been my favourite part so far.
I think that's kind of similar for me. So I was lucky that my cohort was people from other government departments and also from the private sector. So my connections and my networking has really grown, and I think that's been really invaluable to me. The learning as well, I've learnt so much throughout the 4 years that I still put into practice, obviously day to day now. Very often without thinking about it, I'll just pull something from the back of my mind and go, I remember doing that during my apprenticeship, so that's been great. But I'm probably not going to lie, the best part of the apprenticeship was my graduation. The day was absolutely amazing and I was so proud of myself. It was something that I'd worked so hard to achieve that I'll never forget that day, and it was absolutely amazing to put all those 4 years of effort into such a day and stand there with my cap and gown. That was the best moment by far.
For me so far, I did find it a bit of a challenge coming into DWP because I'd been in my last job for so long. I, again, didn't really know what to expect, and I thought it was going to be a challenge, 1, taking on an apprenticeship, and 2, starting somewhere that I wasn't familiar with, meeting new people and just doing a job that, again, I was new at. But I just can't believe how much support there has been. My line manager, my cohort of people who I started with, we all support each other so much. My task manager, whose team I've been placed on to do my work placement whilst I do my apprenticeship, is also so supportive. Whether it's something in the job role that I need help with, or whether it's something in my apprenticeship, both my line manager and my task manager are both there to have a look at my assignments with me. So I feel like I'm I sort of always feel stress-free, because as soon as I feel that little bit of stress, I know that there's someone there who's going to help me.
Great.
What about you? Did you feel like you had some good support?
Very similar. I had, I think, 3 different line managers actually during the 4 years of my apprenticeship, and every one of them was there for me. If I needed to take a little bit of time out to do some extra work, they were always, you know, your apprenticeship comes first, we'll handle, you know, your workload. I think my team colleagues as well, they were really supportive. They understood that at times I was a little bit stressed if I had to get assignments in, and they were always there, what can we do to help you, how can we support you? So that was invaluable to me, and I think without that support it would have been a lot more difficult for me. There's always somebody within DWP that you can reach out to that will help you with knowledge gaps perhaps, so I think the support is you know 100% there and really important. So yeah, it's been great.
So if you're thinking about doing an apprenticeship at DWP, I would definitely say go for it. It's been absolutely incredible. I'm just halfway through my journey, and I'm so grateful that I started it. The support is there 100%. You'll develop yourself and gain some new knowledge that you'll be able to then apply in your workplace, and I'm so excited for the opportunities that are going to come from doing this apprenticeship. So if you're even considering it, thinking about it, I'd say go for it, because once you're here and you start in that apprenticeship, you will love it, and there'll be so much support around you to help you achieve. What would you think, Karen?
So if I was to give someone advice that was thinking of doing an apprenticeship with DWP, it's go for it. It's a fantastic opportunity that's been given to you, but you do have to put the work in. If you put the work in, you put the effort in, you'll come out at the end of it, you'll be so proud of yourself, you'll have achieved something phenomenal. But yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity. Grab it with both hands and definitely go for it.